Yeah, this place.
An old door, worn by
Interfacing,
enemies.
right?
God,
From here to the whirling, I can't see how.
Wait. Let me just wear some interfacing stuff. I did have interfacing stuff. I already have +2 interfacing. I don't think there's anything else that can increase my interfacing. I'll still check. Should be down here if there is anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that'll have increase my interfacing. Okay, so this has to be a 6 out of 6.
you
Okay, it's gonna take a while, let me tell you that. What the
We
hell?
don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we open doors.
Yeah, relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't eat.
At least you can think about opening it. About
Ah, I have to do it. I have to do it. I cannot live without this. I have to get it done. I have to get it done. Dude, you don't understand. I have to get it done. Island? Where is this exact spot? I cannot understand. Right. Between the church and the abandoned LRT. Near the northmost tip, you'll be at the limited tower. Find a blue orb. I've done that, I think so already. Yeah, lands and we're done. Second shot is the basement of failed R&D building. Until you're ready to pursue the subject. Oh. Interesting. Oh. This is interesting now. We can't get to the last one. Okay. Can't get in. Okay. So I can get in there. Yeah, I was just reading on to what I needed to do. Oh, wait. I believe we can get in there. So that's my quest remaining. Find the murder weapon, the tattoo. Okay. We can wait one more day after we go because I'm not leaving the island just yet because we have to leave the island for the last thing.
the light vanishes inside the conch.
No idea. We might find her. In conclusion,
There's no maybe. It's
Okay. It's definitely through you or something. I just see Kim like fly over me or something. There is definitely something here.
you see up above the mirror. Felled electric. There's something indeed. You felt it.
in there?
Why sing up this
Oh,
thing?
freaking hell. Found a trap, heard Lena's story, went on a date. That somehow comes into consideration. Reconstructed the execution, made the awful call, confronted the pigs, dead notification. Yes!
Even though you're sure all is cold, there is no cold hand. You're for trying to.
How do we? She's probably. And then, anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way. Then it.
Walk the coat, buckle up, and raise your collar.
Let's go.
This search suddenly in through.
She's down there.
Okay. Why?
Looked everywhere.
Right.
Finally,
Perhaps you can.
Alright, let's go.
a rusty ladder.
Yeah. That
The distant. In addition, the first. Not to mention, what if you were to?
teleportation is not a thing. This really hasn't. Oh yes, it could.
Let's go.
A lot.
All you need to do is close your eyes. Zoot, zap,
Oh my god,
bam. You find yourself.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You.
The wind.
Never mind.
Alright, let's see. There's this. And then there's this. I believe this should open up a few things for me as well. Postcard, which are pretty useless. Except maybe for selling. I'm still taking these because, come on. XP is something I always appreciate. Very close to Elysium. 10 more. Elysium soonish. I might just free up some space to record some more because I'm so close to completing the game. I just want to go forward and record everything right now.
2 rusty minutes that slide.
What do you mean, Jose?
I got it open. Come on.
The doors.
Huh. After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance
yes,
entrance.
it'll be there
At least
then.
now we have an exit. So let's get going. It's time to investigate this.
Alright, let's go. There are a few things here that we can search for. We are still getting items. As if I have some side quests left. But there are no side quests left. Ooh. What is this? Hello? Excuse me. He has been here for a while. His skill point will just adjust it to get maybe some more into perception. Why not?
Could this have been? This does outside.
It's a great place to hide, sir. Indeed. No one could get a...
Not a clear shot from here, sure. Maybe we can find a weapon over here? What's this place? I'll come back there later. Fine. I don't think that'll be important. One day. Alright. We did go.
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise. It's like a thumb.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance.
As she says the word officer. No, buddy. That's not going to help. Don't focus. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with an of violent static. It feels like
I'm using a pale latitude compressor.
the explosion blasted from that pale emitter.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor. Signals are relayed.
So, what we are experiencing...
Precisely. At the upper limit,
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk. Keep her talking, and you just might get...
yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're... Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell in...
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops. And of herself, merely.
I built it myself.
And she's proud.
That's elite!
Oh yeah, way beyond. If you've got something really important to say...
Turn this...
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader. Well, it doesn't feel much. Just keep her talking. There's only 3 meters between. Be careful when you make your move. That
No, I didn't do it.
What?
I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the... Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
I tried to arrest her. Told me everything.
Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
As told me, that's it.
Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people when people...
Wait a minute, do I have enough space? I knew it, I was running out of space. I had to free up some space, boys. Give me a moment. I should be able to free up some space so that I can record some more. Because there's some stuff that I can delete really quickly. I believe I can free up my space good enough to a point where I can record some more. Actually record the whole game maybe?
dull despair.
How the fuck do the rest of you get...
It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That's some for you. How do I do it? I just stumbled in here.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants to.
Lily was a likable person. I'll buy for him. But Lily was shot.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation has shown 15 minutes was just enough to commit murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Oh, from the first floor of the building to the roof.
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there.
That didn't go. You've got to leave.
Do you leave any flowers for Glassshell?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
These weren't just flowers, a symbol of revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbol. I never
Yeah.
did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die. No, I did not.
Okay. Don't like
I
him person.
didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, yeah, sure. And plenty
Okay,
of broken
so
armor.
none of these. You like Glassshell a
I
lot.
considered her a good friend, yeah.
Keeping one of your
I'm
hobbies.
not following your clever insinuations.
If you have. Just a hole in the walls.
I'm not aware of any hole in Claude. Nope.
Okay.
Look, she had for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with
Well,
her.
that's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her, expect.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Classy owns everything.
You only kissed.
Kissed. Some.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
Started seeing Lily. Tried to
Yeah,
know.
one time we would both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns would. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she would,
Okay.
yeah, the girl seemed terrified. Go ahead.
And why do you think? But keep on. This must.
Press F into a lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust him shit.
No, I didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say.
That's your prerogative.
You had a financial incentive to kill the mark.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
They're tricking us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
You have a gun.
And
Where did you get
the
it?
gun store,
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
Really,
What
Trigger?
do you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Maybe old
No, they're
rifles?
not practical. Break too often.
What kind of gun is it?
I knocked away.
That isn't it.
Yeah, evident. Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's room. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna. It's very powerful. I used it to tune into
Oh.
Elysium frequencies. The view's pretty bomb, too. Yes, I'm sure.
Hey,
And yeah? Where?
More. More questions before.
how did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under
So
floorboards?
you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Elizabeth the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
You're desperate, aren't you?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
If it wasn't
How
you.
should I know? As I
Yeah.
keep...
Those rings around her eye. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the
Okay.
conversation.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room. He was still warm. With the bluish light coming through the broken window.
Tell me your version.
Eyes you.
It's okay.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
You knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to... I just assumed she'd done too much blow. She asked
Okay.
me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
It seemed you have a plan prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
You can see it. Her lips, though still white, don't seem to tremble as much. She moves with focus and
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
she lied too.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Ellie
As
herself?
I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way.
She doesn't want to talk, but not because she has. She doesn't.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
You didn't kill him, why did
I
hide?
saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
Alright.
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his...
Oh,
Through the
Ow.
sudden sharp pain in your head, you fucking hell. And it's especially bad, so.
Everyone in Jamrock.
okay.
She knows that about you.
Harry Dubois.